Servus and welcome back to the channel. In this video, as you can see from the thumbnail, I'm going to show you how to retrofit the gentleman function. And all you will see is this little extra button. So the gentleman function is a feature in the 7 series, but luckily the F10s are also somewhat pre-equipped with it. Other than the button, at least the modules have the function, it just has to be activated. And what it does is that you can control your passenger seat with your driver seat controls. So for this retrofit, all that is necessary is the button, of course, and then a little bit coding. So it shouldn't take long just to switch out a button and the coding neither. And this is the button that will be replaced. Looking at the driver door panel, this is my standard, my car came with it. I got the comfort seats with the active seat, aka the butt massager, because it's not really massage seats, it's more like an active seat. Just raises, one side at a time. And this panel will be replaced with the new panel, which is just like this. So all that is new is this button. It's number 2, that is for the passenger seat. And once this is active, your seat controls down here, they will move the passenger seat. There are many different versions of this panel, some without the massager, some with. This is a older version of it because it has the M on here, but I wanted it to kind of go with the look of my existing one. The newer versions that replaced this panel, they say Z instead of M, but that's the only difference that I could make out so far. So we're just gonna clip this out. You see from the new panel that you only have a few clips in here, a few metal clips, 3 on top, 3 on bottom, and the same way it's done on the other one. So just have to wedge in and take it out, and then there's just one connector. But apparently the connector won't fit plug and play in here, so we have to clip off the white panel here, and this is supposed to be blue on here, and just remove the back plate so the connector fits. Let's do that first, and then we talk about the coding. And now the difference is mentioned is within the plug, right? Or the connector, because you see here, this is the old one, you have this little nose on this side, but on the new one, you have it on the other side. So you could just cut it away and go with it because the pins are in the same position. But I'm just gonna open these clips here all around and unclip the back plate and swap the back plate. And then I use the old back plate that works with the connector in the car, and it works with the new switch cluster. So I just took it inside because it's pretty warm outside, and I'm just gonna carefully undo these really fragile clips and take it out. And there's really nothing to it. This is really just a back plate and a pass-through for the pins. You see the pins don't move. So there's really no risk in changing this panel, and you will have all the features. Doing the same on the new one, and then just swapping the plate. Oh, and I'm kind of wedging my fingernail under here. Give it a little pull to wedge it out. And once it comes out, you have a little bit more space. Just make sure that the pins are where they're supposed to be. And then just clip it in. Now this module is ready for installation. And we just go clip it in, put a connector in, clip it in, and then we code it. And then it's working. So it's connected. I'm not installing it yet, just in case there's a problem, then I can access it again. Maybe the part doesn't work, it's a used one, short though. And I also noticed one thing that I didn't realize before, because the way I'm doing things, because I will move it from the front, right? And then it comes out here, and you put it out like this. And that's also how I reinstall it. You put it in on the rear facing side first and then clip it in, because this has to go behind the panel here. On the other side, if a little lip that will just clip in then, right? This is somewhat flexible here, right? So when time comes to install it, put it in here first, put it to the back, and then clip it in. But for now, just leave it hanging, and we're gonna code. So to code, you of course have to connect your OBD2 adapter. I'm using a VPeak. Just plug this in, and then I'm gonna use bimmercode. So for bimmercode, of course, you have to enable airplane mode and then the Bluetooth 5 series. It'll take a moment to identify all the control units. We're gonna jump that step. Okay, now we are in the car, all the modules, and we are looking for the driver's seat and the passenger seat module. Let's start with the driver's seat. And why you have to code both is clear, because for once you have to code the driver's seat function to, this is the sender of the signal, and the passenger seat side is the receiver of the signal. And if you want to work both together, you have to activate both of them. And that's really not much here. And so I have to go into the expert mode, bottom left, and we ignore the warning, continue. And then we go into global. And here we will find gentleman. So this is my first time being in the expert mode in bimmercode, and I will definitely browse around more to see what else I can find in here. But you see it's nicht aktiv, meaning not active, duh, and you just switch to active. We set driver's seat side, we code it, start coding. And we will do the exact same on the passenger side. Just go to global, expert mode, global, and then gentleman active. And that is all. Then this feature should work. So the coding actually may take the longest time of this entire retrofit, because you have to wait for it. But removing of the switch cluster is so simple. And luckily you don't have to remove the door panel. Okay, successful. Now let's go into the passenger seat. Same features here. Expert mode, global, gentleman, active, bag, code, start coding. Coding successful, and with that my retrofit is complete. So coding is finished. Last thing to do, of course, is make sure that my seat functions still work. So first I'm going to try my own. Yeah, seems fine, what I expect. And my memory is hopefully also still here. Yep. So now, moment, to active, I'm going to use here. Oh yeah. Okay, the gentleman function is functioning. Hilarious. Does it also save my storage? Oh yeah. This seems to be my driver's seat seat position that I saved here. That seems to be working there too, which is hilarious. Now I'm just gonna clip in this panel here. Oh, don't do it with one hand, but in here, all the way in, push it back. You see overlaps what was before, and now we have also the space here. Quickly move it in and just clip. That's it. Flush, clean, nice. Looks like before. If you don't know, you don't know. But now this is a gentleman vehicle. It's as simple as that. As said, the coding will take the most time. Switching the cluster is super simple. Clipping it out, pushing it back in, removing the backplate. Just watch for the pins so you don't bend them when changing the backplate. Other than that, this is super simple. For this part, I paid, I think, somewhat $65–70-ish. I went with the older version, with the M on it, as explained earlier, because I couldn't find a used one, newer version. And I also actually like this more, prefer this more, because it is more original to this car. But either way, it shouldn't matter, there's no difference in it, so take whatever you can get. And this is super simple. This will take you, hardware, it's gonna take you 5 minutes, coding, maybe another 10 minutes, and you're done. So, it's 70 bucks. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna like it. I have my family coming over soon, next week, and I'm gonna pick them up from the airport. I can now move the seat, you know, without having to get out or tell them, and then people start looking for the controls and, oh, don't know what it is, they can't see it, blah blah, you've heard it before. And also they have to load something behind or whatnot, or, you know, take something in and out. It's just a lot more convenient being able to move the passenger seat without having to get out. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.